don't deserve in the last 60 days. And this is
nigga fatigue is growing.
Ladies, go out the store. Then when you keep coming, go ahead, go out the store. Go out the store. Go out the store.
Smile. Smile. They laughing. It's crazy.
This is why we can't have nice things in black areas. This is also why people don't want to do business in black areas, because this shit happens a lot more than what you think. We're constantly stealing from our own areas, constantly stealing from other people. And then we wonder why people have this opinion of us when we walk in a fucking store. And the fucking attitude from these heifers, putting this shit in the bag, trying to fight the employees because they want to take this shit back. See, this is the problem that we have. Even when we're fucking wrong, we're entitled as fuck and we think that we're right. The punishment for theft needs to be harsh at this point because people are getting tired of this shit. Nigga fatigue is growing.
fuck black conservatives. A lot of these black conservatives are not serious about change whatsoever. I'm a black man who happens to be conservative. I'm a Republican who happens to be black. My identity does not revolve around being conservative. It revolves around the ideas and the beliefs that I hold as an individual. Many of the people you see calling themselves black conservatives are only that because it's trending. It's not because they have conservative values or the environment in which they grew up made them conservative. I grew up in Detroit. My environment made me conservative. I grew up in a conservative household here in Detroit, a Democratic stronghold. Most of these other people are suburban black kids that got bullied as black liberals and became conservative because of that. They are no different than the black liberals they criticize. And they only exist to criticize black liberals, nothing more. They don't live in the hood. They don't try to connect with it or try to make it better. They sit far away, just like the black liberals they hate, and criticize it from there. None of these people...
That's because that's all a sham. All that shit is a sham and a scam. And he got a point. Now, this guy, you could subscribe to him if you're on Instagram, and some of his TikTok accounts are just absolutely hilarious. But, you know, it's true. What he's saying, everything he's saying is true. You know what I'm saying? Almost every single post that he posts is true. And first and foremost, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the true apostles of the great millstone. And the reason why people don't want our tribes around, and ultimately the reason why it all so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the reason why they don't want us around is because we turn everything to shit. All right, as a collective. That's why only 1/3 of the nation of Israel is going to make it, because they have a brain and they use it. Okay? The scriptures talk about the love of many shall wax cold, and that's what you just saw in that clip from the beginning. Slack it. Let's go to shit. Boom. This is the last days, man. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters. And that's definitely covetousness, stealing. You're stealing what other people got out of their store. They came in there with their own big ass shopping bag, a big bag to hold everything, like a cartoon robber. You know what I mean? Like, these women are pulling off cartoon robberies for these cosmetic shops, and Esau knows what he was doing during the CV-19, allowing people to wear masks. You know, because you're not suspect anymore wearing a mask, and you can't identify yourself through video cameras, and they know how our people get down. They know that they're going to steal shit, and they're going to freak out, and they want government assistance, and they're downtrodden in the state because of the destruction of the so-called white man ultimately put them in that state. But they deserved it because ultimately it's punishment from the Most High. You see, when you break the laws of the Most High, you simply just get the punishment that you deserve. Nobody's disenfranchising you, all right? And that's what this guy was talking about on the Instagram, you know, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
People like shit. If you're mixed race, your black card is always on standby to be revoked. Mixed race people constantly have to prove their blackness to black people. Mixed race people are only black when it's convenient to black people. If you disagree on certain things with black people in the black community, guess what? You ain't black. You have a certain political take, certain view on society or the direction of the black community, guess what? You ain't black no more. There's a significant level of colorism that exists within the black community that we don't want to have a conversation on.
And he right about that too. You see, but there is no such thing as mixed race. All right, you are what your father is. The scriptures talk about to declare your pedigree by the house of your father. So that's in Numbers chapter number 1, verse 18. Your pedigree is your genealogy, and it comes from the house of your father. Bottom line. So anybody getting treated some type of way like that, that's breaking the commandments. All right? That's why the Lord said, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. So you got to figure out what's going on with somebody first before you start trying to say stupid shit like that. All right? People would say, Steph Curry is, you go revoke his black card or whatever, which ain't nobody black. This guy is not black. You know what I'm saying? He'll state it because it's known what that means. When you say I'm black, I'm this, you know what I'm saying? But you don't see Puerto Ricans calling themselves brown. What's good? I'm a brown man. Nah, we don't call ourselves that shit, man. Or natives. We don't go, hey, what's going on? Yeah, man, I'm the brown man. You know what I'm saying? Look, they're trying to hold down the brown man. And it's funny because so-called black people are really are not black anyways. They're brown as well. It's just a stupid ass thing that has been labeled by the so-called white man to put that on so-called black people, which are really the tribe of Judah here in America predominantly, man. Okay? So I'm just listening in to this thing here.
You got like 10
Sing-
seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this door. 10. Open this fucking door. Oh, come on, mama. Come on, mama. Bitch, I been knew how to count, ho. Choke 4 out of that. Dad do that.
Zesty ass kids raised in angry, aggressive ass households. But wait, there's more. Here's their response to it.
Okay, so y'all, let me address this motherfucker. Let me sit up. What y'all sit up right. So these people in the comments, what y'all got to say to them?
Okay, so please, can people stop saying they mama poor, they can't afford food, our mama can't afford food.
And second of all,
we fully dressed, we got
get more
clothes.
money than you, bitch.
We
Second
got
of all,
clothes.
y'all dicking, get off
I
dick.
ain't
Y'all
gonna talk
niggas
about my
pussy.
sister. This is not my mama, this is my sister. She make more money than you. She got her own house. She pay her own bills. She got more shit than you. You broke, you ain't getting no more shit. And that was not food inside that bag. That was snacks and toys.
This is the type of shit that I'm talking about. This highlights the dysfunction that we have within the black community. A prime example of children being raised in single-parent households with no understanding of order, structure, or respect for them fucking selves. Who the fuck lets their kids walk out the house like that? And why the fuck are these kids not with a parent? What the fuck is going on? Where is the mother and where is the father? Where is anybody that can look over these children? Because this type of shit, I wouldn't be caught fucking outside looking like that or acting like that if I was with my mother or even alone. Another generation of failed black children coming from failed black households. Having fathers in a household is not going to fix this problem. It's having men and women make better decisions and choose better partners and take responsibility in raising these fucking children. Because this type of shit is embarrassing to fucking see. This
Facts, but you know what? I mean, this is not going to stop. This is not going to stop. And the reason is because these people just need to get destroyed. That's the bottom line, okay? There is no remedy for this. This is like when you have roaches in the house. You can't just kill 1 or 2 roaches. You have to obliterate the whole shit. You have to destroy everything. And that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to make this whole entire place fresh and free from niggas and spicks and wetbacks and destroy their asses all together, okay? All you tribes, all right, of the nation of Israel who don't want to call yourself the tribes of Israel, you don't want to hear the truth, you don't want to become a Hebrew Israelite, come back to your heritage, you don't want to repent, you're going to get destroyed. All right? And you think it's okay to sit there and steal and do this type of shit, which really, the people who locked them in there, that's technically making an arrest. You're not supposed to do that. They could get in trouble for that. They're supposed to let them out, because you can't seize somebody like that. That's kidnapping. No matter what, even if they were stealing, which, Esau's so jacked up, the way that he adjudicates his laws and makes his laws, he's so jacked up, man. It's crazy. There's no punishment for stealing. And I believe it's in New York. They don't even do anything for that. So basically, it's open season on stores in New York City. If you get caught stealing anything under $1,000, they don't even do anything to you. They won't lock you up. So there's a problem, and that the reason why is, see, this is causing mourning. So we know that the so-called white man's not righteous. He's not the righteous who's in authority right now. Because when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And this whole channel that this guy has is all geared towards mourning over the so-called black fatigue. And really it's tribe fatigue. Really what it is Israelite fatigue. But they just don't call themselves Israelites because they don't even know. And that's even worse too. You know, Psalm 83 truly did come to pass. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They don't even know that they got rules that apply to them in the Bible by their heritage. They don't have a heritage. They got black culture as a heritage. They got spick culture as a heritage. You know what I mean? EBT cards and goddamn government assistance and, you know, welfare, government cheese and shit. And look, it's not no problem if you need the help for sure, for real, to go to the government to get assistance. But they make it a lifestyle. They make it so that that's the way of life to them. That's salvation to them, is to have a little bit of food and they don't go to work and they don't even do nothing and have multiple different kids with different fathers, these women, and sit there and live off the government on intentionally and have multiple baby fathers, just living nilly-willy, just not giving a good goddamn about nothing. And the Lord's going to take them out. All right? He's going to take their ass out. All right? Let's see what else he's talking about.
The black community. But who really gives a fuck at the end of the day? Person of color, color person, what the fuck is the difference? Are we fucking Teletubbies? Are we Power Rangers? This shit sounds dumb and goofy more than it does derogatory. Be offended by black people that call themselves the real Native Americans. Be offended by black people that call themselves the real Jews. Be offended by black people that claim they invented everything and we're the original man. This is the problem. Offended by everything, ashamed of absolutely fucking nothing. Joey Swole used the word color to describe the black community. But who really gives a fuck at the end of the day? Person of color, color person, what the fuck is the difference? Are we fucking Teletubbies? Are we Power Rangers? This shit sounds dumb and goofy more than it does derogatory. Be offended by black people that call themselves the real Native Americans. Be offended by black people that call themselves the real Jews. Be offended by black people that claim they invented everything and we're the original man. This is the problem. Offended by everything, ashamed of absolutely fucking nothing. Joey Swole.
Yeah, because people do get offended at that. Okay, people do get offended when we call ourselves the real Jews. They get offended that, you know, when we call ourselves the real true Native Americans. You know, first and foremost, we all don't know really where we come from because of the prophecy, right? We don't know the exact tribe, you know, like I assume, and through my spirit, I believe myself to be of the tribe of Gad, okay? And there's numerous different reasons and elements and working parts for me and my family and the names of my family, all the way down to our look, everything all lines up, and even different circumstances and different events that have happened to me and different things that I've done as well that signify to me that I'm from the tribe of Gad. This is unquestionable for me. I won't even question it, okay? But I could be wrong. I could be from the tribe of Judah, you know? I don't know. Because they have all similar attributes of being a warlike people. However, you know, it's ridiculous how people get offended at these things. We call ourselves the true Israelites, but we line up with the prophecies of the scriptures in regards to us catching hell, okay? Catching hell in the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Does it not line up with our people? Cursed shalt thou be in the city. Cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shalt be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out and when thou comest in, okay? The fruit of your body being cursed. You're not going to get to see your children. You're going to long for them all the days of your life. See, this is all basically there in the scriptures, man. All that you're going to start a business and it's going to fail, and other people are going to reap the benefits of your business. They're going to take over your business, and they're going to take it over, man, and do well with it, because you can't, because you're under the curses. Okay? So yeah, it is what it is.
What a smart fucking idea. Let's boycott the only people who want to do business with us. Black people love supporting shit that doesn't directly benefit us. Africans are the only successful business owners in the black community. Black people always have a tendency to strike the hand that feeds us. Instead of boycotting Africans, how about we boycott these rappers that glorify violence within our community? Let's boycott these pill pushers, these poison pushers within our community that we glorify. Let's boycott these black politicians that steal from us and lie to us constantly. Let's just do something fucking productive for once instead of crying and complaining about shit that really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Juanisha, you're still gonna get your fucking hair braided by the Africans. You're still gonna get your nails done by the Africans. You're still gonna go get some African food when you're fucking hungry. So how about you focus on something that actually matters, that actually affects us, that we actually can change, than shit that is going to destroy us. Black people.
Now it's funny because some of the things that he had said was spiritual. So we know that not all so-called people from Africa are Israelites. They are scattered amongst all that nation over there, or the country of Africa, should I say. Because African is not a nation. Let's say one thing, get one thing straight, okay? That's not a people group. African, that's not a people group. It's an actual continent called Africa, named from Leo Scipios Africanus. And it's funny, spiritual, because, you know, those are two different people, okay? Those are Hamites. And the Lord talks about that. You know, there is a difference between the Egyptian, or the Hamite, rather, I believe it's the Egyptian, and the Israelite and the Jew. Okay, I forgot what the it was. I'll try to post it in the post-production. It's the progenitor of, I believe it was Ham, was the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes. And the scriptures, I believe, says that he put a difference between the Jew or the Israelite and the Egyptian, roughly paraphrasing. Don't quote me. I got to go back and go into it. But there's differences between them, because not all so-called African people are black people of the tribes, so-called black people, which would be Israelites in the tribe of Judah. Okay? They're not Judites. Not all of them. They're scattered amongst there. But you got guys out there who are true Hamites. That's why they don't deal with each other like that, because they're raised different. They don't like the American black man because they know what it is. Listen, there's a big difference. There's a big difference. One's under the curses of Deuteronomy 28. The other one is not. And that's how you'll know. That's why he said they got successful businesses, because they're not under the curses. Okay?
A fitness influencer here on TikTok. In recent days, he made a video apologizing for a Hulk Hogan costume he wore during Halloween. I am tired of seeing white people apologize and walk on eggshells just to not offend black people. The same people that want you to apologize for liking Hulk Hogan are the same people that say even more racist shit than Hulk Hogan ever said. Black people say the most racist shit about white people on a daily basis and never have to come out and apologize for what they've said. But you've got to come out and apologize for liking something that you find to be an icon, an American icon, Hulk Hogan. The same people that wanted you to apologize are still going to hate you at the end of the day for being white and enjoying things that white people enjoy. These fucking wine moms and these black people that aren't offended by our culture and the problems we bring in our community want you to apologize so they can feel empowered and enable their bullshit. These people feed off seeing a white man who's successful get on their knees and apologize to their bullshit when they're not even on your level. You are a symbol of strength, an icon to young people who are trying to get fit, who are trying to get better with their health. When you submit to the mod, when you back down from what you believe and what you think is right, what you enjoy, you're showing them it's okay to put your head down. You're showing them it's okay not to fight back. White guilt is killing white people. This is
funny because, like I said, this guy, he just doesn't know that not all so-called white people are Edomites or honkies. All right. And I believe that dude Joey Swole to be an Israelite as well. He's got discernment. He's got good discernment. And he's got a righteous spirit about him. Even though he shaves his face, he's a lost guy, just like the rest of us, of really ultimately of our people, should I say. Because, ain't nobody lost over here. Don't call all Yahweh Shem El Shai. But our people are lost, and 2/3 of our people are totally gone. Man, there's really no hope for these people. They're gone, man. And that's why there's so much fatigue, so much upset feelings and harsh madness. And it has to occur so that when things get better, it's going to be great.
Nick, I've gained 23 million views. Black people don't deserve in the last 60 days. And this is
Nigga fatigue is growing.
Ladies, go out the store. Then when you keep going, go out the store. Go out the store. Go out the store.
Smile. Smile. They laughing. It's crazy.
This is why we can't have nice things in black areas. This is also why people don't want to do business in black areas, because this shit happens a lot more than what you think. We're constantly stealing from our own areas, constantly stealing from other people, and then we wonder why people have this opinion of us when we walk in a fucking store. And the fucking attitude from these heifers, putting this shit in the bag, trying to fight the employees because they want to take this shit back. See, this is the problem that we have. Even when we're fucking wrong, we're entitled as fuck and we think that we're right. The punishment for theft needs to be harsh at this point because people are getting tired of this shit. Nigga